going on, Matt?
Oh, nothing much, man. Just sitting here, like a fat ass. I'm bloated because I ate too much pizza.
That happens. Red Baron's, am I correct?
Oh yeah, frozen pizza.
See, that's like heartburn central for me.
It doesn't get me. I think I eat enough of it now that it does.
Building like immunity to
Yeah,
Red Baron.
but the crust is. I don't know what kind of what NASA scientist invented whatever that crust is made out of, but it just seems to keep expanding in my stomach.
There you
and
go. My question is the marinara sauce itself.
When I actually
from what packet does which come from? It's really really odd to me.
Well, and it's what do? You're Red Baron. You're really good at frozen pizzas.
Mm-hmm.
You ever wonder if Red Baron made fresh pizzas, what that would be like?
I don't think that.
I don't think they know how to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, they know how to tell you how to make their frozen pizza. Well, anyhow.
Yeah.
I digress. I'm extremely just completely bloated.
Bulbous.
It's getting a little better now.
Extremely bulbous.
So, yeah, I can't control myself around it. It's like fucking smack. I mean, it really is. I just cannot stop. When I start eating pizza, I don't stop until I'm absolutely fucking miserable.
Hey, dude, nothing wrong with that.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with, switching out family photos at home.
Apparently, no. I mean, why not? I don't have a whole
you stare
lot
at
of...
the same photo for so long.
I sort of want to start doing this sort of thing with my kiddo, just to mess with his head, because he doesn't...
He walks in, does a double take, like, wait a second.
No, this would go forever, and I was actually shocked. Anyhow, let's just get into it. So, Sly Guy secretly swaps his family photos for Steve Buscemi pics.
Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi.
What a classic mug.
He's just got just a real face only only the internet could love, because Steve has been on everything. He's been
everything, dude.
They have swimsuits, one piece bikinis,
everything. Everything.
Everything.
First thing I think of is Reservoir Dogs.
Right.
His whole I don't tip.
Would have to be Mr. Pink.
Beautiful. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So who is this Sly Guy? This is weird.
Right, and so this Sly Guy is Kevin Mannion, 21, of Fond du Lac.
Fond du Lac. In Wisconsin.
I know, that always cracks me up.
That's funny. I have no idea.
It must have been a bunch of French settlers up in that area, I guess. Well, Pontiac, and
Kevin decided to play a little hilarious trick on his parents by secretly switching framed family photos around his parents' home for pictures of actor Steve Buscemi.
Good choice.
He actually took photos of
yeah
his work here.
No, it's not like the same photo every time.
No,
these are different.
Beautiful, hung up on the wall. You have Chris and Morgan and there's Steve.
Out of your element, Donnie. One of those looks kind of like a bad glamour shots backdrop,
Absolutely.
Which I'm sure it's not, but it's great. So
this wasn't discovered for a few days.
5. It took Mom 5 days. So yeah, his parents didn't notice right away. His sister Claire tells the Huffington Post that her brother started the prank on July 20th and swapped one photo a day for 5 days. On day 2, his father figured it out, but it took her mom a whole 5 days to discover that.
So they're just kind of in on this as a family, and it's like,
I know, right?
See when Mom figures it
out. I love that
Dad
Dad figured it out, and
that's great.
We're going to show you just how stupid Mom is.
Yeah.
Why are you so stupid, Mom? Huh? Why are you so stupid?
She saw Kevin, the guy that did the prank.
Right.
The mother saw his senior picture from far away and was so confused because his head was too big and the colors were wrong.
Oh God, his head was too big.
She walked over and saw it was not only the infamous Steve.
Oh my God, they used one of the ones from Mr. Deeds. They fucking put the Mr. Deeds photo. Steve Buscemi's character from Mr. Deeds. They put that in one. Oh my God, that's fucking great. I did not realize that. I was looking through these, and he mixed it up. There's 4 of them, and they're all completely different. You can check out this little gallery.
It's on Huffington Post.
Right, Huffington Post. That's where a lot of this stuff is coming at you from. In general.
Big fan of the Huff.
Like the Huff, because we don't have to do a whole lot of work.
Yeah, or credibility checks. Like a few of our stories we were going to
we had a real
about.
nasty morgue story we were going to talk about, but that was fake.
Yeah,
all the good ones always are. Hey,
what is
speaking of fake stuff? Hey, let's get into more fake stuff.
All right, man.
Yeah. After they try to sell us stuff, so Christian researcher claims the Rapture starts on Saturday,
but didn't it start? Hasn't it started? I think the Rapture started like 5-6 times in my lifetime.
How the fuck would we know? We're still here.
Yeah, exactly. That's
it probably did happen.
this is just came to us. I mean, this is posted today.
Right, and so if I guess if you're a chosen one, you're going to watch this before Saturday.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly, the prophecy for it to fulfill, you would be watching this before Saturday and know from what we're telling you right now. I mean, technically, the way the fairy tale goes, you're going to get saved. I don't know. You're going to be all right.
Yeah.
So anyhow, there's yet another doomsday date approaching, with some claiming that the rapture will start on Saturday.
Okay.
That's when certain Christians will get sucked up into heaven. Oh, that's great. That's a great image, isn't it? Do you think it's a big Dyson, or do you think it's like a Hoover or like a Kirby? I bet.
I think it's a dust devil, dude.
A dust devil?
Yeah.
That would be ironic. I bet Jesus has a pretty sweet Kirby, man. Those things are so expensive.
Yeah, they are.
Right. That's when certain Christians will get sucked up into heaven while the earth descends into a chaotic tribulation.
Okay.
Period for those who are left. So this is always fun for me because I actually read entertaining books. I think I've read them all. The Left Behind series.
Never even heard of them.
Wow. So they're written by Dan Brown, and he's
author,
right. Yeah, not a bad author at all. What else did he do?
Well, he did the Tom Hanks.
Da Vinci Code, right?
Da Vinci Code.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good author, but it all kind of, oddly enough, it's all based off of
it's,
everyone's favorite fairy tale,
right?
The big.
You got to take
one.
it into context a little bit.
Well, yeah. So either way, it's compelling entertainment. And I read them, and they were wonderful. Wonderful series. I can't imagine taking any of that for truth.
Sure.
However, pretty good stuff. Unfortunately, the movie versions of the Left Behind series are terrible.
Yeah.
They used that guy that was in Starship Troopers. God, what's his name?
The one with the butt chin, or
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just
let's just end it there. So several videos about the supposed coming cataclysm.
Okay.
Which sounds like something that we'd normally be talking about.
So is it just like, it's this Christian researcher? Well, who is this Christian researcher?
So they're going viral with similar claims, including there's this trippy clip of a space queen giving birth in front of a 7-headed moon lizard, which I'm all...
Hey, that sounds pretty neat.
Hey, I mean, bachelor parties are bachelor parties, but that sounds like...
Okay.
I'd buy tickets to that.
So the basis for this prediction
David
is
Mead.
Yeah, David Mead.
He calculated it would occur 33 days after last month's eclipse. Yeah, and so all these moons we've had over the last few years have really, really given rise to a lot of this kind of craziness.
But wait, his reaning
God.
Here we go.
Here we go.
He calculated it would occur 33 days after last month's eclipse. And this is his reasoning. Jesus lived for 33 years. The name Elohim, which is the name of God to the Jews, was mentioned 33 times in the Bible, Mead told the newspaper.
Oh,
it's very biblically significant.
Jose Canseco wore number 33. So, I mean, this is all kind of lining up for me, yeah.
Dude. Well, let's go ahead and hop off now. I should probably just get ready.
But yeah, we should just...
Till
well,
Saturday,
we're not going anywhere. Where are you planning on getting sucked up? Because I know I'm not.
No, this is funny.
I've said out loud too many thoughts.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm for sure not going.
Yeah.
So this is fun. Oh, okay. Here's a quote from Mead. It's a very biblically significant, numerologically significant number. I'm talking astronomy. I'm talking the Bible.
I'm talking astronomy.
The two.
Let's get a cup of coffee and talk to the boss.
Yeah, I feel like you try to mix astronomy, which is based in truth and science.
Yeah.
with the Bible, which is it's fun.
It's a fantastic story.
Wonderful story.
Yeah.
Wonderful story. But this is the great divide.
Mm-hmm.
The science and religion, science and myth. We have these two things, and they don't go together. You can use one to explain the other, but
or can you?
That's what I've heard.
Right.
But I don't think it really works out in the end. Like, you can use one to debunk the other. You can't. You could use science to debunk. I don't think you could use the Bible to debunk science very well.
Correct.
Or wait, that's what.
Yeah.
Moving on.
But
yeah, we're just gonna. Oh.
Fall's in full swing. We got some
mm-hmm.
crazy horror-related things coming
Right,
out
this is
here.
cool. So Halloween's coming early. Blood leaks onto road from funeral home like a scene from a horror movie. Why not?
Oh.
Why not?
From a funeral home.
Of course, in Baton Rouge, right down the
Ooh.
road from Bon Ton, for my
Bon
True
ton.
Blood people. A blocked storage tank line caused the gruesome sight. What kind of fucking storage tank is this, man?
Thank you, man.
Dude, what the
Yeah, what's going on here?
fucking vampires, bruh.
Oh,
Residents spotted the disturbing sight of blood seeping out onto the road from a Louisiana undertaker's business on Thursday afternoon. Okay, so when you drain the bodies, all that stuff, it's got to get stored somewhere, right?
that's right.
But, we could read the rest of this and find out that we're wrong. Gruesome photos show, that happens a lot.
Right.
Red liquid trickling onto a back street from a valve outside the Green Oaks Funeral Home in Baton Rouge. City officials said a stoppage in a line is like a clot. Or it's just, it doesn't clot after it leaves the body, right? I don't. Had caused the blood, which was mixed with an embalming fluid
Okay.
containing formaldehyde,
Makes sense.
to leak from a storage tank located behind the building. So,
Storing it up.
yeah. So formaldehyde. So that's probably what.
Because Walt Disney's just like frozen, just like.
Oh, I know. They didn't make mention of the Walt valve.
That's right, Mickey Mouse.
because he's got one. Oh, Jesus. The leak lasted for only about 20 minutes. I feel like that's enough time to fuck some stuff up, though.
Yeah.
However, the liquid mix did not find its way into the city's sewer system.
Hey. Look
Well, thank God. Because that's full of shit.
it is literally.
But I guess
Literally,
the
Matt.
treatment stuff. Well, I don't know.
This is pretty neat. There's a little video, that accompanies this. That I just love the backdrop. You have angels and Jesus, and then just blood. And
Well, if you're gonna own, if you're an undertaker, you want to be near. You don't want to, work closer,
be near a wrestling ring,
not further. Oh gosh,
Yeah.
Paul Bearer, Paul Bearer. Oh, here's a quote. These are always fun. Or this might not be. We sent out both our sewer inspector and our environmental specialist to take a look. Adam Smith. With not Adam West, with the City of Baton Rouge Department of Environmental Services told WBRZ, we determined that it wasn't a sewer issue and that it was an issue on private property.
Oh.
Speaking of things dying,
Dude,
Nick,
in issues, man. Toys R Us.
Right, endangered species, Jeffrey the giraffe. Moment of silence for our collective childhoods.
Be, and we use this, could be.
Right, so this isn't for sure happening, but it's never a good sign when Business Insider brings you a story about Toys R Us being on the brink of filing for bankruptcy.
Dude, it's Hastings
Brink,
all over
I know,
at a big scale,
Well, and brink is never a good word. Brink is just that always means...
It was a terrible game.
Well,
also.
yeah, shit's about to happen.
Yeah.
Be Rink. It's one of several options the chain is considering to pay down $5 billion in debt it owes as a result of a leveraged buyout in 2005. So they've been
in trouble for...
Well, 2005, the advent of eBay and Amazon and online shopping.
Yeah, certainly.
We kind of felt like this was going to happen. I
love this company, though, man.
I do too. I grew up, this was... Hell, there was one here in Grand Junction for...
That's what I'm saying, dude. You could walk in there. I didn't walk in there for the toys, man. They had a huge video game section.
No, they did. That
and
was...
you'd, pick out your little cards, and take your card up and, Dragon Warrior 7 today.
Yeah.
And they're just like...
You. Oh, yeah, my kid will never know what that's like.
Right.
Well, and all the other toys, getting to see the toys, that was a big deal. But anymore, it doesn't matter because we have YouTube. Everybody can show it to us anyway, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
It's crazy world we live in. But again, I always felt like a smart strategy for Toys R Us would have been, hey, why don't you just keep one big store in each of the big cities? Just have a massive store in each of the big cities, and then cut all the others out. Because online shopping is the thing, but you still want to have your brand identity.
And I would totally get it, man, if they wanted to change their their marketing strategy entirely and just do online only. You know what I mean?
Well, and they have a strong online component.
They do.
And Babies R Us, that was a
that's
secondary
huge.
brand that was born out of necessity for them.
Right.
So the filing could come as soon as Monday. Wow. Well, that's depressing.
Yeah, it is. And with this instance, I don't feel like it's a SoundCloud oh, help us, because SoundCloud, they were
Oh
pulled
no,
up pretty
no,
quick.
no, no.
This
You're
is
not, no.
we're
No.
talking a lot of debt here. So
I mean, they're oozing all over the country.
No kidding,
That
man.
thing in Baton Rouge is nothing compared. I mean, this is,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah,
Wow.
milkshake.
Maybe they need to be visited by a little pediatrician, tell them what to do. A little
Pediatrician, yeah.
little advice.
The pediatricians are weighing in on how your teens should get tattoos.
You sent me this, and I was kind of like, what?
I mean, this is basically...
Teen wants a tattoo. Pediatricians say, here's how to do it safely.
Yeah, so NPR did,
it's nice to
did
have
the
a
story,
resource.
and I'm sure listening to this is probably good. So we're not gonna compete with NPR,
No,
but it is quite literally. I mean, I think this is a kind of the idea again is this is sort of a reaction to younger and younger people getting tattoos, and people under the age of 18, like parents and things like that, are saying,
Right.
we're getting tattooed younger. You don't have any tattoos, am I right?
You'd be correct.
Okay.
Actually, yeah.
Now you've talked about getting them before.
Definitely.
And I've got I don't know, like 11, something like that. It's
from what I hear is that once you get one,
Mm-hmm.
you just kind of want to keep getting tattoos, and
you're smart.
I don't let that I'm not the type of person to I need to go get a tattoo today. I have to have something on my body. You know what I mean?
Well, and you got
if
a
I'm in the
newborn
right
too.
situation, man, and it happens, and I have an idea of what I'd like to do, but that's just it.
Well, I mean, and
the right time will come.
Your baby's still breastfeeding, so
that's right.
So you can't get tattoos for at least a few months.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh
man.
Yeah. So I mean, here's the thing. I feel like the internet's a wide enough place that you could who to go to and who not to. I have my people that I trust. Even here locally, there's a lot of great resources, and most tattoo artists will talk to you about things like this anyway.
Yeah.
So
I don't necessarily think pediatricians need to be doing the Dave Mustaine and getting all political here.
Yeah, well, I think maybe they found a pediatrician that actually wanted to talk about it, which is cool. I guess
Sure.
when it gives NPR a reason to show pictures of tattooed people, and that's good for clicks, right?
Hey, absolutely. Matt,
Right.
It's been a pleasure.
Super fun time there, Nick.
Click clack.
Click clack.
See you on the other end.